What's going on, people? This is Shok, and we got some pretty significant news here today. The Japanese publication, I believe it's pronounced Nikkei, not sure, Nikkei or Nikkei, but I'm going to say Nikkei. That sounds weird. That's probably not the right one. But anyways, they came out and they said that they made a report that the Nintendo was going to end the production of the Wii U at the end of this year. Now, this isn't some random, Japanese website. This isn't some random publication. These guys are big, they are well known, they are respectable, and they've been known in the past to report on things that ended up happening, especially when it comes to Nintendo. So this, combined with everything else that's already happened that has kind of shown that the NX is going to come out this year, I would say pretty legitimate. The reasons they say, here's the article right here, not really much, very short. But respected Japanese news publication, the Nikkei, is reporting that Nintendo is ceasing Wii U production at the end of the year to presumably make way for the next platform, which is simply known as the Nintendo NX. The publication cites poorly selling software and lack of interest in the hardware as the reason why production is ceasing. That makes absolutely perfect sense. There is no really interest in the hardware. The Wii U is getting outsold by the Vita. Yeah, I'm sure a lot of you guys are like, oh, I completely forgot about the Vita. As forgettable as the Vita is, the Vita has been consistently outselling the Wii U. That is insane. Especially when you consider the fact that the Vita doesn't really even sell in any regions like that outside of Japan. So it's really Japan like doing 60% of the sales work, for the Vita alone. And most of the time, it still outsells the Wii U on a weekly to weekly basis. That is crazy. But yeah, poorly selling software and lack of interest in the hardware is the reason why production is ceasing. I'm sure the poorly selling software refers, of course, to any third-party games that are on there, that are still left on there, because we all know Nintendo's first parties. Most of them sell at least decently. A lot of them extremely well. Splatoon sold about 4 million, I think, something like that. Of course, Mario Kart and Smash and all that stuff's going to sell. But guys, I've seen a lot of Nintendo fans say, this is bullshit, this is horseshit, it's just a rumor, let's not jump to conclusions. No way they would do that, all that. And, to those people, I would say you guys still aren't seeing, reality for what it is. You don't see things for what it is. Well, I'm talking about, like, in your guys' mind, you still don't see the Wii U as a failure. I'm not saying that, oh, you have to think it's a bad console. If you enjoyed it, that's fine. That's fine. But it's time to come to terms. Take off the goggles. Look at reality. The console failed. Nintendo's worst selling machine outside of the freaking Virtual Boy. But shouldn't even really count that. But sold worse than the GameCube. This console is done, people. You saw the timeline. Support has been sapped from the system. It's done. And I think the only reason why some of you guys are having trouble believing this report, I'm not even gonna call it a rumor, it's a report. This is going to happen. The reason why you guys can't accept it is because in your guys' mind, you still haven't seen the system for what it is. A financial corporate failure, plain and simple. I have tons of fun moments on my Wii U. I'm having fun moments right now with Pokken. It has tons of great games, tons of great exclusives, more exclusives than the other two systems, and then better exclusives than the other two systems so far, in my opinion. Probably change when Uncharted 4 comes out, but even then, the Wii U will still be winning in the quantity factor. But, yeah, and especially when you tie this in, a lot of people didn't report on this. It was kind of under the radar. But a couple weeks ago, there was also a report that there was Wii U shortages in Japan. And that Nintendo had no plans to even restock those shortages. I can't say that word. Those shortages, right? So it makes perfect sense. If you combine that, all you gotta do is look around, combine all these different things being said and reporting on it. It makes perfect sense. Guys, Nintendo fans, it's time to accept it. The system is done. The system is over. Nintendo is trying to get this system out the way for the new stuff because they realize they have to bounce back. And they realize that they can't afford another year of absolute just dryness and lack of presence. That's the most important thing here. Because, with the Wii, the last 2 years of software was, I won't even say kind of dry. It was dry. It was dry as heck, right? No games. It had Conduit 2, that platforming Kirby game, I forgot what it was called, and they had like Zelda. Had like Skyward Sword in 2011. Then in 2012, all we got was the localized Operation Rainfall games, which we appreciated. Don't get me wrong, but like in the last 2 years, you got like 6 games, and then of course, not everybody's gonna buy all 6 games. I didn't. So pretty dry. The Wii U kind of went not the Wii U. The Wii kind of went under the radar. After 2010, which was an amazing year for the Wii, by the way. But after 2010, the Wii just kind of went irrelevant. But because the Wii sold so well and Nintendo was rolling in dough, you're right, they were very cocky, they're very confident. They're like, oh, we don't need to, do any software or try to do anything to, still kind of, push and uplift the Wii, because it sold light, it did its part, we're going to take our time on this next system, whatever. But the next system came out and people didn't care about the Wii brand anymore because Nintendo didn't keep the Wii brand relevant. And if Nintendo were to wait another year with the Wii U, that's the exact same thing that would happen with the NX. Of course, the NX isn't going to be in the Wii, the Wii line. It's not going to be, in the Wii brand. Kimishima already said that they're not going to be calling it Wii anything. But the Nintendo brand, in general, if we were to go another year with the Wii U the way it is, where we're getting like, 1 or 2 games in the spring and then drought. October, we finally get a game. We can't afford that anymore. Nintendo has already lost all their momentum. Just going on for another year would be poisonous to Nintendo with this system, guys. And that's what you guys have to understand. The NX is coming. It's time to accept it. And you should be glad it's coming because you're going to get, hopefully, a better system with anti-aliasing in the first-party games, right? Hopefully some third-party support. We'll see. Account system, better online. We know the better online is coming guaranteed. So that's not really something we have to hope for or, something we have to think about or it's a rumor or something. We know it's going to have a better account system. I just don't see why some of you guys are fighting this. But I think this is great news. If you want a Wii U, buy one right now. And the reason why I'm saying you should buy one right now is because I don't believe that the NX will have backwards compatibility. Not at all. The reason being is that Nintendo is finally going to leave the PowerPC architecture that's been used since the GameCube era. GameCube, Wii, Wii U all use PowerPC. They all use the same kind of setup and architecture. So if Nintendo really going to get that third-party support, which is what a lot of the rumors have been saying, which I don't see. Yes, it's Nintendo. They do stupid things, but at this point, they have to. They have to use x86. They have to use what everyone else is using. Because they've seen for the last time, hopefully the last time, how important and vital third-party support is to their system. So Nintendo's going to go with a different architecture than that used, with the Wii U. So I don't believe that the NX is going to have backwards compatibility. So if you want a Wii U, buy one right now before, they go out of stock and they stop production and all that. And then the only Wii U's you can find are on eBay for like, $600-700 or something like that. But those are my thoughts, guys. Let me know what you guys think down below. Thanks for watching. See y'all later.